Then just keeps going up. You knew we were going to have that volatility. Just didn't know where and when. Alright, 384. Today was a big green day today, guys. 172.6K. 2.6K. Today's 30th. And we're going to go. Was up a little bit more than that throughout the day, but that's the way it goes. So, and then we're gonna go save. Hopefully, you guys had a great trading out there. Hopefully, you guys have been trading well. Today was an opportunistic day. Hopefully, you guys were able to capitalize on that. You know, not everything was perfect out there, and I took some big wins, some big losses, but in the end, my overnight was the biggest trade that I made. Let's see here. So, 72. Let's see here. Where are we at? There it is. Cool, there's that. Gosh, use this all the way back down. You got me some hair in my mouth. So let's say we're live here. Again, hope you guys had a great trading out there. Hope you guys have been trading well. Today was, like I said, there was, a lot of opportunities like MMAT, CUEN, VTNR. We had, a lot. HUSA. We had, what was the other one? Let's see, give me a moment here. WEI was the other one. Alright guys, just getting everything set up here. Give me a moment. Alright, there's that. What's going on, guys? Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. Let's see here. WEI. We had CUEN, BLIN, MRIN. And what's another runner here?
TSLA. Cost. Box. Box.
No, we have VTNR. Alright. Close that. Okay, that should be good to go there. Twitter.
MVIS.
Make sure that posted. Alright, oh my nose. $172,000 day on a $574,000 account. Here's my trades. Pause it if you need to. Have a free chat room where all this knowledge is in the room. Join that if you want.
IPW.
Follow for more, guys. Alright guys, perfect, we're live here at NAKD.com. What's going on, guys? Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. Let's go over today's trading day. Hope you guys had a great trading day out there. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the NAKD.com community. And let's go over today's day. So, first off, let's go over the favorite WEI. I was talking about this one yesterday, and I said, like, the overnight idea in chat, we have it time stamped from yesterday. was, I believe it was 136. Yeah. 136 was the overnight idea. So we had this one early, guys. That, you go back and look at the chart when you see, so 11:59 a.m. It's right down in here, right? So, and I said, you know, this one was my top watch going because Richie did the DD, and he said, you know, which is true, that if, or I don't know if it ran on the same day, but it was right near the same day as MRIN.
XELA.
MRIN, I knew when the stock goes up that quickly, that fast, 1,000% in 4 days, 1,000+% in 4 days. I think it was almost 1,100%. That, you know, you're gonna get some sympathies to follow with that kind of volume, that kind of liquidity. It just causes chasers. I've been through the market long enough to know. There's people that played it and they have the potential in their head. They're like, wow, this is actually possible. And then there's people on the sidelines that were like, okay, this is real. This is not fake. This actually happened. And when those two collide with that much percentage gain, with that much liquidity and that quickly, you're going to see things to follow. You're going to see a hotter market. You're going to see things like HUSA. You're going to see things like CUNE or CUEN. You're going to see things like Blinn. Right? You're going to see these things because there's so much FOMO. There's so much fear missing out. There's so many chasers in the market. I can't explain this anymore. You know, I don't want to waste anyone's time. It's on my course. I've explained it so many times on YouTube. I've explained it so many times on chat. But anyways, WEI, yesterday, the overnight idea was 136, which is right down in here. This thing ran to 275 today on serious liquidity. How much shares did we trade today in this one? Let's see. WEI, let's see. Where are you? Why is it not coming out here? Come on, WEI, where you at? I don't know. I can look on the other here. So 119 million shares traded today. So there's a lot of volume out there, right? And so, you know, first off, you can see my overnight on WEI here, right? And my overnight, my average was 152.3, and I ended up exiting on the pops up in here at 249. So right in here somewhere, I ended up exiting that entire position for a $248,000 winner. Okay? And so, you know, that was that. I also took a trade on a scalp, 443,000 shares for another $59,000 gain. Okay? And this isn't even Richie. Richie was in at like 125 with way more shares than me. So, you know, those were, and these are big time opportunities. You know, these opportunities come few and far between, but MRIN, you see a lot of chase out there, and that's what we got. VTNR, you know, but here's the thing. I got a little too aggressive. I was up as much as $300,000, and then I started taking the backside of WEI. Where is it? I know that I lost some on WEI. I thought, well, it doesn't show it on here, but I made some good solid gains on WEI. Now, then we started to see the backside. I know I took a loss. I sold it right in here for a loss. I don't know why it's not showing it, probably because I didn't exit the full position. Those of you guys on TikTok, I'll show you my screen. You probably get more out of the screen than anything. Let's see if that helps.
BLRX.
Hopefully you guys can see that.
BLRX.
Okay. So anyways, you can see here, now, WEI unfortunately has failed and failed hard. You know, and I can't predict any of this. I can't predict this, I can't predict this, I can't predict this. But the moral of the story on this in my head was that MRIN ran from $1.70 to $18. This is in the same sector, but it wasn't in the same, it's a Chinese company. The MRIN was a US company. That's the only reason why I didn't have huge conviction. And that's the only reason why I didn't hold for 320s, 340s, and 350s. Now, if it went without me, great. But then I started to take, you know, BLIN, and I started losing on this one. And look at this huge recovery. I mean, this is just the volatility of the market right now. It doesn't surprise me at all. BLIN, I lost basically 60 grand in here. Now, why did I lose it? Well, I started to try and take
BLRX.
longs in here looking for an $8 break because the market's so hot, because I'm looking for chase, and I missed out on that. And there's that. Then, on CUEN, I thought we were going to get chase on this one. I was like, okay, here's a nice recovery. This one, the only one that I felt like was going to have a strong close.
MSFG.
Something over 100%, closing strong. And I was like, all right, here we go. And I was up like 7, 8K right here. And then it just crashes, and then I get stopped out way down in here for a I can't even believe that happened. A $58,000 loser. Okay? So, there is ways to go about every trade. Now, if you go back and look at AMC, imagine this, right? AMC, you're in $1.91, you're up to 308, and then you stop out down here at 276 or something, and then this goes to 20, right? So WEI, it's a little different because, it sold off a little bit too strong. And it's really selling off now. It's still selling off. And I can't even believe how much it's selling off. This is a huge sell-off now. We're down from 260 all the way back down to $1.50. So, that's just not good. I was hoping not to see that, but you never really know where these things are going to go. That's the truth. This thing could have easily gone to 4 to 5 to 6 because of MRIN, but it didn't. And, that's the price sometimes you pay in trading. Now, I could have easily been up and then already back to break even on my trades if I didn't take any profits in here or in here. Now, I was up as much as 300,000 and I kept giving it back, right? MMAT, people keep talking about. This is one, it's an overnight idea. VTNR I made a nice trade on, so VTNR, I was just consolidating, dip buying here because I remember this name, because we're in a hotter market. I'll get more aggressive in hotter markets, and right now we're in a chaser market. Look at MRN, look at ALF, look at all these stocks that are gapping, CUEN, BLIN, right? There's all these stocks that are seeing FOMO.
TRIT.
So I was buying this consolidation, sold the pop, and that was it. Nice $16,000 winner. But, I took another loser on it. I got caught up in that, and then CUEN, I just got washed out on. It's extremely hard. And that's my day. So, I know it looks like a big old green day, but it actually was kind of a little bit poor of a trading day. A nice overnight on WEI. The reality is, a lot of you guys could have banked. No matter what happens, WEI or anything, that's the thing about trading. You never really know. And this is the truth. I never really know. That's why a lot of times I take profits, and there's some stocks that go without me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I missed out on. So VTNR, right? VTNR is a perfect example. I was in this one on VTNR down in here. I like the consolidation. I like the way the uptrend was going, and then we kind of hold higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. We finally break out, and then I'm basically buying all these dips in here. Definitely Ariel. But the thing is about that, Ariel, is that, these past 3 months, right? I need to do better in those slower months, okay? And that's what I took away from the past 3 months. I took away from recognize where your strengths are. Recognize, in the previous 3 months, I could have been up, I think, pretty comfortably $3 million in the past 3 months. But I went too aggressive. I kept taking too much size in a slower market that I'm not necessarily as confident in, nor do we see as big of runners as we have lately. So those two things combined, I could be well over 22 million on the challenge, and be in a strong position. But I didn't wait for this kind of market, and I paid the price, and that's okay, But as I always say, the scorecard doesn't always say how good you are, and just because I've been break even or down about 800,000 in the past 3 months, doesn't mean that I'm not a better trader now than I was 3 months ago. Trust me, I'm a better trader now than I've ever been in my career. I put the time in every day. I study. I've studied a lot of patterns. I've studied a lot of charts in the past history. I've studied a lot, as much as I could find on YouTube. I've studied tons and tons of charts, tons and tons of people that I found on Twitter. I'm always studying, guys. The funny thing is, when I'm in a slump, I study harder. When I'm doing good, I generally am just trading and letting the process come to me. But VTNRs, I just spent $1.80, got lucky with news, and I sold day one, 365 average roughly. And I locked in about 600, 700,000. But if I hold 2 more days, I'm up 2.8 million. $2.8 million if I hold 2 more days. Same concept here, guys. You never really know. WEI, Because it could have easily gone to 4, to 3, to 6, you know? We never know. But you have to study charts, you have to study news, you have to study sectors, you have to study price action, you have to study volume, you have to study sympathies, you have to study what works, and all those things combined. And what area brought attention to me is, you know, maybe I start using the EMAs, which I still need to upload on my charts. I have it on my phone, but, you know, with my technology, I'm just a trader. That's it, you know. I might not know charts, I might not know everything perfectly, but I'm a trader, and I know, you know, price action, I know sectors, I know trends, and it's not that hard to trade if the simple concepts can align. But people, you know, trade so emotionally, and they get kicked out of the game so quickly that they never get a chance to when the market gets these 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000% runners, then the market becomes really easy in my mind. But to a lot of other people, it becomes harder. The old market, that's where I should have been base hit after base hit, downsize, taking scalps, taking bits and pieces of moves, and moving on. This market is when I have my strength. This is when I get really strong, and this is when we have like weeks of just consistent green and consistent big days. MRIN, I'm going to be watching on tomorrow. You know, it'd be nice to see this thing wash down to maybe like $8, or maybe gap fill to 755, and then see it bounce. That'd be really nice. But we'll see. But yeah, base hit after base hit after base hit, exactly. And then, you know, this is the market that I actually succeed in. This is the market that I can take 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, maybe even $1 million plus in a day. Because there's a lot of volatility, there's a lot of chase, there's a lot of FOMO, and those things, and I know what that's like, and so you just see these things just go rip and ramp because there's so many people that missed out on MRIN that they think it's possible somewhere else. So I explain all this very in depth in my course. You can go on my YouTube, but it's going to take you probably months to get all the details that you need out of it, because I do have like almost 600 videos now on my YouTube. And that's it today, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat in the description below. My course teaching my process in the description below. Brokers that I use in the description below. Brokers cheap free stocks live for $1,400. Links in the description below. Scanner settings, software, all in the link in the description below. Check all that out, guys. But anyways, guys, so what I've learned over the past 2 or 3 months is basically this. Base hit when things are slow. Even though there's things that are running, they're not as predictable. So just take base hits every day. Just take those base hits, and those wallet patterns will add up, and then wait for that market to come back like today, or ALF, or CUEN, right? So you have to wait for the market to get hot, and then go from there, right? Do you hold anything long-term? Yes, I have a long-term portfolio. You ever live stream your trading? No. Do you trade options? No, I don't. I do not. Appreciate that. You know, I don't trade OTC. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. So a green day. We needed this. That's about it, guys. MMAT, yeah, watching that one overnight. And that's about it. So I appreciate every single one of you guys for subscribing. Make sure to subscribe to the NoMagnoTrading.com community here. Also like the channel. We should at least have like 50 likes on here. Neo, yeah. What do you do before you start trading? I look at the gap up scans. Yeah, and shout out to Ariel for a PR month. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. That's exciting. I can't wait to see what's coming for you in the future. You, Jordan, Richie, all the mods, all the members, I look forward to seeing what you guys can produce in the future. Knowledge is power, guys. Study, study, study. There's no excuses. Study every big gapper today. Just go back and look. Go on FinViz and look at the biggest gappers and the biggest losers. Go back and study the price action, study the charts, study the volume. And those 3 things alone can make you a better trader. There's no excuse, guys. There's so much materials to study out there. It's insane, okay? Tadir, that's funny. I got a long ways for the remodel. That's all I can say. All right. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon to let me do videos.